Welcome to Jamaican Crime, the channel that discusses crime in Jamaica. The Jamaican government has gotten a new ship to add to the JDF fleet. One of the biggest problems facing Jamaica is illegal guns coming into the country. This new ship will assist with patrolling the waters. Most of the illegal guns come in through the illegal ports in Jamaica. The naming and commissioning ceremony of the Her Majesty's Jamaican ship, HMJS Alexander Bustamante, was held at HMJS Kagwe, Port Royal on Thursday, December 30th. It is the latest addition to the JDF fleet. It will operate with a crew of 17 and will deploy as part of the 2nd District JDF CG fleet. It arrived at HMJS Kagwe on August 5th. The ship will be employed in fulfilling the traditional roles of the 2nd District JDF Coast Guard. These include search and rescue, fisheries protection, maritime law enforcement, marine environmental pollution control, coastal surveillance, anti-smuggling, and drug interdiction, aid to the civil power and other government agencies and ceremonial duties. The HMJS Alexander Bustamante ship type is a Daman fast crew supplier 4207. Specifications include length overall of 42.8 meters, beam 7.11 meters, max draft 2.5 meters approximately, speed 26 knots, range 1800 nanometers at 12 knots, endurance 14 days, propulsion 2 Caterpillar 3516B, 5632 bhp, gearbox Reinces WVS 930/1, propellers 2 controllable pitch propeller, generators 23,056 T, generator output 400 V, 50 Hz. The port of registry is Kingston. The ceremony also featured the naming of the HMJS Samuel Sharp and HMJS George William Gordon. The renaming of HMJS Cornwall and HMJS Middlesex to HMJS Samuel Sharp and HMJS George William Gordon comes after the Defense Board gave approval for the class of the Offshore Patrol Vessels, OPVs, to be changed from County Class to Honor Class as a result of the expansion of the Coast Guard's fleet. In his address at the ceremony, National Security Minister, the Honorable Dr. Horace Chang, said the government is committed to investing in the expansion of the JDF's fleet of offshore patrol vessels. These assets will facilitate Jamaica's defense and the protection of her interests in the maritime domain through enhanced maritime domain awareness and response capabilities, he said. Jamaica's national interests and international obligations within the maritime space covers over 500,000 square kilometers. Dr. Chang said the country's maritime security environment continues to be characterized by traditional and non-traditional and emerging threats. Given the growing influence of transnational threat networks, particularly illicit drugs and arms traffickers, the emergence of new trafficking routes by traffickers engaged in contraband and human trafficking, illicit migration and illegal unreported and unregulated, IUU, fishing, we must strengthen the JDF's capability to monitor and safeguard our maritime areas of responsibility, which include the maritime borders of the country, he said. Dr. Chang emphasized the protection of Jamaica's maritime space as an imperative for national security and sustainable development. This is crucial to the emergence and viability of Jamaica's blue economy, which has the potential to be a significant contributor to our long-term economic growth prospects, he outlined. The National Security Minister noted that the formation of the Maritime, Air and Cyber Command will, among other things, more effectively and efficiently deliver joint air and maritime operations. In addition, the recent standing up of the 2nd District of the JDF Coast Guard in November of this year, constitute critical components of the JDF's structural innovation and capability development to counter the influence of transnational threat networks. Each OPV has significantly bolstered the JDF Coast Guard's capability to monitor and safeguard Jamaica's maritime borders. The OPVs have provided the additional capability of maintaining a 24-hour presence within the maritime space. The vessels have been playing the role of strategic defense and naval duties in Jamaica's vast maritime area of responsibility. The vessels also play a major part in the fight against illicit trafficking, in particular, the gun for drugs trade along the Haiti-Jamaica corridor. Regular patrols on the Pedro banks have also increased the fight against poaching and illegal fishing in that area. Another significant responsibility is illegal migrant interdiction, with Haiti causing Jamaica to increase its vigilance. The assets have, overall, aided in the broadening of the scope of maritime domain awareness for the country.